be sure your seatbelt is pulled tight. Because you've entered the wildest ride of your life, of motorized mayhem and freeway madness. You've just pulled onto Highway to Hell. High above the freeway on an asphalt road trip like you've never seen and won't soon forget. Feel the burning aftermath of road rage and the screaming end of the chase when you try to beat the heat. There are no winners in this race when sanity is exchanged for high octane and speed. This is no Sunday drive, and there is no turning back. Witness four-wheel drive madmen making their final pit stop at the hands of black and whites and the men in blue. These are the frightening true stories of Hell's Highway. December 19th, 1990, Downey, California. Downey Police Department is in pursuit of a stolen vehicle.
And we are westbound on Firestone Boulevard with the black and white in pursuit. That's a fishtail move right there in an attempt to get the driver to go out of control, which he did. He's driving right up on the curve now with his hood right up in front of his windshield. It's got to be a little difficult to drive. He's spinning around now, losing control, and the black and whites are hot on his tail. He has nowhere to go except out of the car. There he goes. He is now out of the car on foot and running right into a waiting detective. Of all things, the German Shepherds, the canine units are on him right now, and the police are doing their business. And it looks like we have a code 4 in this one. Back to you.
June 17th, 1996. The CHP, the California Highway Patrol, are in pursuit of a motorcyclist having just exited off the 91 freeway east.
We are approaching speeds right now up to 100 knots just to keep up with this guy, which means that down on the ground, that guy, I got to tell you, it's got to be doing at least 120 miles an hour. He is weaving in and out of traffic, very dangerous, very little regard for other civilians and other lives that's going on. But believe me, I've driven these freeways a lot, and I got to tell you, there's not a lot of space between those lanes. I mean, when the guy's weaving in and out, he is really taking his... Oh, it looks like the truck is taking an unexpected right turn. The guy almost got clipped, but nice recovery on behalf of the motorcycle driver there with the truck turning right. He is continuing down the street here. He is charged with assault with a deadly weapon. He drove the motorcycle at a police officer. Now, in this instance, the motorcycle is considered a deadly weapon. That is called a code 245 on a police officer. We are continuing the pursuit. It looks like he may be trying to approach the freeway again. Oh, but look at that. He's running right past a motorcycle police officer right there, just barely missing him within a hair's breadth. This guy is insane. I don't know if he's going to run out of gas or if he's going to crash into something first, but we're going to stay on him right now and find out exactly what happened. It's a little bit dangerous up here with all the other police helicopters, and we're trying to stay out of the way as much as possible without getting in anybody else's way. It looks like he's going back on the 57 freeway right now under the 50 and then the 91 overpass, and it looks as if the CHP has done really a pretty good job of getting the afternoon traffic pretty much pulled off the freeway at this point. Normally this time of the afternoon the freeway would be jamming with people. It would be wall-to-wall traffic, but they want to make sure that they have this guy in their clear sight so they can do what they need to do. He's curving off the freeway now. It looks like he's trying to head toward the off-ramp, which is right up ahead. I believe it might be State College or City College. I'm not quite sure where we're at. Like I said, we are having a very difficult time keeping up with this guy, even in a helicopter, which will give you some kind of indication of what kind of speeds he's doing down on the ground there. It is a 6-foot-tall male that we are in pursuit of from Gardena on a red Honda motorcycle. Once again, the charge is code 245, assault with a deadly weapon, his motorcycle being the deadly weapon. Heading off the off-ramp here, looks like he's pretty much in the clear. And oh my God, look out! Oh, the suspect is down. He just ran into the end of a bus. Suspect is down. We'll be radioing in for an ambulance. We don't know if he's deceased at this point or if he's still... We're trying to detect some kind of movement down there. If he might be just... he is still conscious. He's moving, but he is down. He is very hurt. And it looks like some type of Good Samaritan is coming out of a sport utility vehicle there to try and check on the condition. He's waving down the helicopters, waving the helicopters down. It looks like the suspect might be in serious pain, which is understandable. Colliding into the bus, that has got to hurt. That has got to hurt. So we're waiting for the officers. There's an officer right there on motorcycle. The helicopters may be coming down to assist. first thing an officer looks like he's going to do is get those hands bound in case he may have a gun or something on him that could cause harm to the police officer. He is cuffing him. Look, something pops out. It looks like a pager, possibly could be a weapon, Whatever it is, it looks like the suspect is trying to kick it out of the way. He doesn't want the officer to see whatever that is down there. We can't get a closer shot on it, but it looks like it is wrapped up here. We have a code for it. Let's take a look at that again. The dramatic collision between this motorcyclist and this bus. If the motorcyclist would have been just a second later, it looks like he may have cleared the bus, but fate was not on his side today.
May 18th, 1995, San Diego, California. A half-hour chase commences with the San Diego Police Department in hot pursuit of a stolen Army tank.
We understand the suspect's name is Sean Nelson. Oh, he's taking out a lot of property over there of a van. He is being pursued by the police for stealing this Army tank. He's running, the van is running right. The Winnebago's probably going to stop him and hang him up. Maybe not all that much, but he took out the entire side of that Winnebago over there. Believe me, there's a car right there that had to swerve out of the way to keep from getting hit because this tank just is merciless. Anything in this tank's way is going to be taken out. Luckily, it's not moving that fast. Well, it looks like he stopped right at the corner of a house, short of just taking out a house. He's backing up. I don't know what the black smoke is exactly, but he is gunning it to get out of there. Luckily, he did not run into the house. That could have been some serious loss of life there. Well, he took out a fire hydrant, a huge geyser now, right in the middle of the street. And he's turning, that stoplight right there is another victim of this tank, and the stoplight didn't do much for stopping him, I'm afraid. It's hung up on the tank now. He's dragging the entire stoplight fixture down the street. Luckily, this street is virtually vacant of traffic. Nothing is in the way now. They've done a great job at clearing away everybody because this thing is just death on wheels. It's, like I said before, not moving that fast, but this thing is just heavy and it's cumbersome, and anything in its way, it will just crush mercilessly. Taking a turn down the corner here, and he's I believe he's back on the freeway right now. He is surrounded by the police, and we're not exactly sure what he's even trying to do here. We have that black smoke again. I don't know if that's an indication of some kind of malfunction in the tank or what, but he's backing up now. He's trying to lose the police. It looks like he might be heading for the median to try and cross over to the other side to lose the police, but the median is actually his undoing. It is hanging him up. It was a thing that would stop this tank. Now the police are moving in to obtain the suspect from the tank there. We're going to try and zoom in and get a closer look at what exactly is going on down there. The police climbing up on the side of the tank. CHP there. They're opening the tank. It looks like they're drawing weapons. They could be firing on the suspect. They could be in danger here. Who knows what he has in there? And they're drawing the weapons, and looks like the suspect has been taken out by the police.
March 11th, 1993, Pomona, California. The Sheriff's Department is in pursuit of a blue pickup truck with 2 people inside. The passenger is the gunman. The driver, the hostage.
This is a very tense situation right now. We're not exactly sure what kind of influence that the passenger, who is the gunman, has over the driver, but I'm sure that the driver is very nervous and having to negotiate turns and other traffic with everything on his mind right now. We just have to hope for the best here, because this could possibly turn ugly. He's winding around the streets here. He's been doing a lot of turning, obviously trying to elude the police as best as possible, but in this situation it doesn't look like it's going to be very good, because the police basically are coming from both ways. They're coming up from behind and they're coming the other way. Occasionally you'll see a police officer throwing their vehicle in the way, trying to block the driver, but so far the driver in this truck has managed to elude the police in that instance. Occasionally, I don't know if you're seeing this or not, but occasionally there he is right there, leaning out of the window, the passenger, who is the gunman, shooting at cars and police, and even at the helicopter sometimes. We had to duck a few bullets just a little bit ago here, and I'm sure he's firing upon the police helicopters as well. But he is leaning out from time to time to blast off some shots in various directions. We just hope that in the crossfire, no bypassers, no passerbys are injured. Okay, there he goes, right through the intersection there. It looks like everybody is pretty much clued into the situation and has pulled off to the side. The police have a pretty straight shot at this guy. It's just a matter of time now. We've already been at this a little over an hour, and there he is leaning out again, shooting at the helicopters that are up above the truck. And it looks like he may be doing something on the order of 75 75 to 80 miles an hour. And these are pretty much residential streets, folks. You can see a lot of houses around, and these kind of speeds are just not, for the most part, seen on streets like this. But there he goes. He's making another turn. The Pomona Sheriff's Department still in hot pursuit. Possible that the gunman could be reloading or out of ammunition. He's leaning out of the car right again there. We have a great shot of him leaning out again, shooting at just anybody who may be in his way. It looks like he may be shooting back at the police officers. It looks pretty much like one of those old movies with the gangsters leaning out of the car, shooting back at the police in pursuit. But this guy doesn't strike me as probably one of the most intellectual individuals on the planet. Making another turn now. It looks like they're almost kind of going in a circle. I'm wondering if the driver may not be kind of familiar with this neighborhood and know exactly where he's going. They're in a cul-de-sac. There's nowhere to go. The driver is now on foot running across yards. Like I mentioned before, this is a residential area. Hopefully everybody is inside their homes locked away, because this guy with a gun could take other hostages. And we certainly hope that doesn't happen, but let's hope that the police, or the Sheriff's Department, wrap this up in short order. Cutting through backyards, and, oh, a shot is fired. A shot is fired. I don't know if you see that right there. The shot is fired, narrowly missing the suspect. Looks like they're trying to get him to give up any time now, but he is not giving it up easily. Looks like he may be tiring somewhat, going over that fence a little slowly. Looks like he may be tiring. And we're hoping that he's not going to try and break in another fence. Yeah, he is definitely tiring. The wind is being knocked out. He just decides to give up. He is giving up. He has surrendered right now in the backyard of a home. Unfortunately, no police are around to take advantage of this. He's looking to surrender to anyone. Somebody might want to call 911 and get some police over here to take care of the suspect, because it looks like he has, for the most part, given up. And we are looking for officers to take advantage of the situation any time here. What we need right now is one of those big pit bulls in the backyard here to take care of this guy, make short work of him. But his hands are in the air. They see him from the choppers. I'm sure the ground patrols are probably moving in right now. There is one in the corner, I believe, there. If we can move the camera over just a little bit to the side there, right there, you can see that there is an officer who has the suspect down right now, and the officers will begin to move in here. There is another police helicopter. The situation is under control. We have a code 4 here. Both uniformed officers and looks like maybe from the bottom here there might be some plainclothes officers as well moving into the area to make sure that the situation is secured. It looks like the suspect has been taken care of, and we'll try and get a report to you as soon as possible on what the status of the driver is, the hostage that was taken earlier by this suspect.
January 1st, 1992, New Year's Day. The LAPD is in pursuit of a red cabriolet Volkswagen. The suspect is wanted for a firearms charge. He's armed with a shotgun.
The suspect is on the freeway here. He's coming off the shoulder into the number 1 lane, trying to make it over to, looks like, to the number 4 lane in hot pursuit of the, oh, they've rammed him. They've rammed him in the back. It looks like a CHP officer that has bumped him from the rear. Now he's off into the number 3 lane to the 4 lane, off onto the shoulder again. It looks like he's trying to make his way to some type of an off-ramp here. The weather up here is not good, so we apologize for the turbulence. And looks like you might be thinking about getting some gas. They're pulling into the mobile station there. But going down the sidewalk, narrowly missing a pedestrian on the sidewalk, trying to make his way back onto the surface streets here, and on the wrong side of the street. Now, if somebody should be coming up from the other side, this could become very dangerous. This could become very, very dangerous. We hope that nobody's injured in the process here. He makes a curve around. Still in hot pursuit is the LAPD. The LAPD and the CHP working together closely on this one. Now he's off on the shoulder again, trying to make his way around all of the slow-moving traffic. Of course, not only the time of day here on New Year's Day, with a lot of people coming, doing their stuff with the Rose Parade today and going to and fro with their business, but of course the weather making things a lot more difficult as well. Going back, he's swerving like crazy, this guy, from lane to lane. There, he hits a huge puddle. You can see there's been a lot of rain here, and he hits another puddle again, and he's off on the shoulder. This is very dangerous. On the freeway system, the worst parts are the shoulders, because that's where all the water will run off to. The freeways are built in such a way where the water will run off to one side of it. We're actually going to switch over to the local television broadcast, because our signal was not great because of the weather, and it looks like the television station signal might not be great either. It looks like he should have stopped for gas while he had the chance, because it looks like he may be running out of gas on the off-ramp here. Still in hot pursuit is the CHP right behind him there, and he's slowing down. Remember, he is armed with a shotgun, and this could be very dangerous. He could be trying to slow down to get a clear shot at his pursuers. We're not exactly sure what's going to happen here, and once again, we do apologize for the signal here, because I know that it's quite bad. But the rainy weather here has just not allowed for any kind of great signal, and a lot of turbulence as well up in the helicopter here. We're having a very difficult time holding it steady. Looks like he's come to a complete stop now. The police and the CHP thinking of moving in behind him, but they want to make sure that it's safe. Moving in slowly. Coming up to the passenger side of the car, creeping in slowly. See if we can get clear of that tree here to get a better shot for you. There's an officer on the scene, and it looks like he's shooting him. He's shooting right through the car. And he's reloading. He's reloading to get another shot at him again. Let's take another look at that. His weapon is drawn, and he's pointing into right there. You see it coming out the other side of the window there. Through the driver's side, the passenger, no doubt, has been neutralized by this officer right here, who is at this point again reloading. Now the other ones are starting to move in. The other officers trying to move in to assess the situation. And once again, we do apologize for the signal here. We'll try and get a good a shot as we can on this whole thing. Now almost completely surrounded by the officers here. You can see the back window of this cabriolet has been shot out. That was not anything that the officers did. The suspect himself did that with his shotgun as he was trying to shoot through the back window and try and hit the pursuing police. It looks as if this situation may be in hand now. They're not doing anything with the suspect. They're not taking him out, but they still do have weapons drawn, so we are not sure.
October 3rd, 1993, Burbank, California. The CHP is in pursuit of a several-ton bus. The suspect is being charged with grand theft bus.
The suspect who has taken control of this bus is being charged with assault with a deadly weapon. The deadly weapon, of course, being this several-ton bus that he has commandeered, as well as felony evasion. Of course, the lights that you see overhead are the night suns. It's fairly late at night here, as you can tell, and the night suns from up above are coming from the LAPD helicopter. They are staying on him as well as they can, but this bus just knows no limits. He's going anywhere. Now he's back on Sunset Boulevard, it looks like, passing up other cars. You can see just how fast this bus is going. And when a bus of this size is going that fast, it's a very dangerous thing, folks, believe me. The police still in hot pursuit of this bus. Now he's veering off into the wrong side of the road, obviously to miss the traffic that were there at the stoplights. Luckily, no one coming through the intersection at that time. And making a very sharp left turn. Looks like a residential street now here, just down to the two-lane street. You can see the houses in a residential area. When you get a bus moving this fast in a residential area, you just hope nobody's out walking the dog or anything, because that could be very, very deadly. We're not sure if there is anybody on board right now. We're still waiting for confirmation of that. But this bus, you know, for as big as it is, this guy's doing a pretty good job of maneuvering it around and evading the police. Of course, felony evasion being only one of the many charges I'm sure that he will end up receiving once this pursuit is over. We're back up to about 1,500 feet right now, trying to stay on this bus as much as possible. As you can see, this bus is really moving. 40 miles an hour for a bus is actually moving pretty fast. The buses don't normally go that fast, but like I said, you get this kind of tonnage behind that kind of speed, you're looking at a very, very deadly weapon. And luckily, just a few hours early, the streets were filled with people. If this had happened he's at a stop now. He's boxed in. You can see the night sun from the above LAPD helicopter shining down at him right now. What is he going to do? He's kind of boxed in. Look, he's signaling to make a left turn. How considerate of him. He's at least considerate enough to the other drivers to let them know where he's planning on taking this huge weapon of destruction here. The night sun's still illuminating. There's the you recognize this as the sunset. Oh, he's into the guardrail there, trying to get around these people so hard. This is the Sunset off-ramp up to 405. I'm sure you recognize that hotel there as being a famous Los Angeles landmark right on the 405 at Sunset. Weaving through the traffic with this bus pretty well. And the only reason I say pretty well is because he has not taken out a lot of property at this point. He's managed to avoid that, because this, like I mentioned, this is a huge bus. This could do a lot of damage if he just decided to, God forbid, start taking out property. The LAPD helicopter is in hot pursuit. Once again, running through another intersection. Luckily, nobody coming through. This pursuit has been going on for about over an hour now. We're not exactly sure how much longer it will take for the police to wrap this up, or even where this chase will end up. We have no idea where he may be going. We actually think that he might be lost. And just driving around for the heck of it, just trying to evade the police. But as we've seen in these types of situations before, it really is pointless to try and outrun the police, because no matter where you are, they will find you. Another police helicopter. Not only is it dark up here, but it's getting kind of dangerous with all the police. Oh, he's spinning out of control. He's fishtailing. He tried to miss that van, just narrowly missing the SUV there. He fishtailed, and he is at a dead stop right in the middle of the road. A dead stop. He's backing it up again. Looks like he might be taking out some trees or something over there, but he is maneuvering it back on to the road. That SUV there messed him up big time. There he goes, back down the road again. The police, as you can see, the black and white right behind him, still in hot pursuit. Our pilot doing a great job up here, making sure not to get in the way of any of the other air traffic up here. Taking a left turn. A right turn, excuse me. Getting, I believe, back onto Sunset Boulevard here. All we know is the streets are getting very narrow, and as he continues on, the streets are getting narrow and narrower. This, I just have a feeling, is very close to the end. Driving around like he's really lost. Luckily, no traffic on the road tonight. We can be thankful for that. Back up to around 55 miles an hour. These buses hold lots of gas. I mean, these buses could go for hours. So even though I sense that we may be close to an end, he could physically, and it's conceivable that he physically could continue on for a while. The see two black and whites in pursuit right now, with a night sun illuminating the path of the bus. Still not really having any idea where he might be going, or it doesn't seem that he has any kind of plan. Even though he doesn't have a plan, it looks like the police do, because they put up a chain link fence, which he is now driving right through and dragging underneath the bus. The sparks that you see right there, there's no problem with the tires. It is a chain link fence dragging it against the pavement. Of course, the friction creating bright sparks in the night, like some kind of Roman candle. Just driving down the street. And the sparks, of course, helping to illuminate his position. Boy, this guy doesn't seem too bright to me. Being pursued by the LAPD, this guy probably can't even spell LAPD. Anybody who would take a bus on a rampage like this has got to be not that stable of a person. As you can see, he's totally unable to lose the fence. I'm not even sure this guy knows there's a fence under there. He's got to hear something dragging. Sparks still coming out. There goes some of the chain link fence off to the side right now. Boy, that fence is deadly. If it's moving at that rate of speed and swinging around like that, if it got in any, if there was, God forbid, any passengers or any pedestrians on the street, that could be deadly. Razor sharp, and at that rate of speed, could be bad news, folks. We just received a report over the LAPD radio here that we're monitoring that some of the back tires of the bus have been shot out. But as you can see on a bus like this, it's probably got about a dozen or more tires on it. So even though looks like he stopped in the residential street. It looks like he has nowhere to go. It's a cul-de-sac. He stopped at the cul-de-sac. He's backing up right into an LAPD vehicle. Two LAPD vehicles being crunched by this bus. Like I said, this is a several-ton bus with enough speed and force behind it. This could be deadly. The other LAPD car just letting him go by, knowing that there is no way for the bus driver to go anywhere. He's backing up again. As you can see the sparks, you can see smoke, black smoke, and he's running right into a garage of a house. Right into the garage of a house. The LAPD now have weapons drawn. They are surrounding the bus, moving in on the bus. Not likely that this bus is going to be going anywhere too soon. It's with the tires being shot out, dragging the fence, and the officers surrounding it right now being backed into that garage. There's probably not a lot of places this bus can go. with the night sun's illuminating the area here, we can kind of see a little bit of what may happen. Not moving in quite yet, but it looks like they are getting in line to move in. Looks like they're going over to the door, yelling something at the suspect right now to come out. Doesn't look like the suspect is adhering to their instructions. No shots have been fired yet. Going to try and move around these trees here to see exactly, see if we can catch a glimpse of the suspect in the driver's side there. Difficult to see the driver this late at night with the lighting being what it is, but the officers still surrounding the bus, weapons drawn. It's a very tense moment right now. This will give you a little idea of some of the surroundings here. This is a residential neighborhood, and as you can see, he backed right into someone's garage. I hope their insurance is paid up, because that is going to be a mess. The amount of damage that this guy has created tonight is not much in relation to a lot of these high-speed chases, but boy, when he decided to start taking stuff out, fences and garages and stuff, he did so with a vengeance. You can see the skid marks right up over the boulevard there on the sidewalk and onto the lawn. They're taking out the window of the bus now. They're taking out the window to try and get in. The suspect not opening the door. They're probably not wanting to shoot because of so many people in the houses in the area. The crossfire could be deadly and make this whole thing not worth it. They're hesitant to shoot probably because the neighborhood is it's a little bit tight around here. Guns drawn. They're moving around. They have the suspect. They have the suspect on the ground right now. Several LAPD officers on top of the suspect right now. It looks like a code 4. The situation has been taken care of. And we're trying to move around this...
March 26th, 1996, Beverly Hills, California. The LAPD is in pursuit of a Code 37, a stolen vehicle, the gray sedan.
Well, I don't know if you saw the limo back there a little while ago, but that'll give you an indication that we are in the pretty posh section of Beverly Hills here on Robertson Boulevard, heading north. He's in the wrong lane. He's on the wrong side of the road to get ahead of all this stopped traffic at the intersection here, just narrowly missing 2 or 3 cars. Whoa! Narrowly missing that black car down there, still on the wrong side of the street to get ahead of all the traffic that's stopped here at the stoplight. This guy just has no conscience whatsoever. There's looks like 7th Street, the 7th Street and Robertson intersection there. Now he's in the left-hand turn lane of the wrong side of the street again. This guy is absolutely insane, pulling things at high rates of speed on these Beverly Hills streets that people have seen. None of this, the likes of which before have they seen this. Now he's narrowly missing another car through the intersection again. Still on the wrong side of the street. As you can see, keep clear. The writing is meant for the traffic coming the other way. So no idea where he may be trying to get up to one of the major streets, like Santa Monica Boulevard, or one of the other ones a little further up north. As you can see, 30, indicating 30 miles an hour, the speed limit here through streets of this nature. But he's clocking at about 60 miles an hour right now, doing it twice the normally allowed speed on this road. Another bit of gridlock. Now he's on to Santa Monica Boulevard. Santa Monica Boulevard and Robertson. He's heading eastbound right now in Santa Monica, heading toward the West Hollywood area, and still in pursuit. As you can see, the black and white behind him. The traffic, being so gridlocked, is actually holding him up. The people trying to get out of his way is doing nothing more than to help box him in. Of course, you can see the 2 black and whites moving in right behind him, and if there was ever a good blessing for gridlock traffic in Los Angeles, this would be one situation right there. 3 black and whites moving in behind him right now, guns drawn, and average citizens helping to box this one in today. Guns drawn, trying to kick open the passenger door over there. The doors are not opening, however. The car's still moving. The guy's still trying to get away, but they are taking the suspect out of the driver's side window. 5 or 6 officers there dragging the suspect out of the driver's side window, and it looks like they have the situation in hand. This location right now, for your information, is on Santa Monica Boulevard eastbound, right in the West Hollywood area. And just know that if you have to travel this way at any time today, it's probably going to be blocked up for some time to come yet, so bear that in mind.
February 4th, 1995. The LA County Sheriff's Department is in pursuit of a suspect with a stolen vehicle.
And the sheriff's deputy in hot pursuit of this suspect right now down a residential street. And looks like they might be... Hey, he's hitting a dead end. The suspect trying to get out of the car right now, hitting a picket fence right on top of the hood of the deputy's car. That's the way to have your suspect delivered to you, right on top of the hood of your car. The deputy instructing the suspect to get down in the prone position for handcuffing. The suspect resisting, instructing him to get down. The suspect looks like he may be trying to make a break for it, and the deputy trying his best to get him to cooperate. The suspect running and getting away from the deputies. Suspect running down the street, running as fast as he can. Looks like he might be trying to get into a residential area backyard. An onlooker there not wanting to get in the way of the deputies at all. Through a yard, running into the back area, and it looks like there are police. There are sheriff's deputies waiting for him, trying to get him to cooperate with their wishes. They're not aware that there's a helicopter up above, beating him, looks like with a flashlight or something there. There are several deputies. This suspect does not look like he wants to cooperate one bit. Okay, waving to the helicopter up ahead that everything has been taken care of. We have a code 4 here.
April 25th, 1995. Encino, California. Police pursue a suspect wanted for drug charges.
I don't know if you caught that earlier, but he looked right up at us. He made eye contact with us. He knows we're up here filming him, and it seems like he might be putting on a little bit of a show. There's the bag in question that he dropped earlier. Looks like he may be trying to pick it up with his foot, but not being successful. Now, this motorcycle has been clocked at about 80 miles an hour down this street here, Ventura Boulevard in Encino. And he's messing up traffic pretty good. People know that there's something up with this guy. They can just sense it. He's weaving in and out to trying to get around the traffic as good as possible. Once again, all citizens are now getting in the act. Citizens trying to chase him down on the motorcycle. He's turning around again. Seems to want over in that area awfully bad for some reason. Now he's turning back around again, even though the citizens are over there waiting to catch him. The citizens are pursuing him again. Citizens getting into the act, 3 or 4 or 5 of them out there. He's managed to elude them and get around the traffic. There's another bystander right there. Oh, right into a oncoming car. It looks like he may be okay, but he seems to be stunned a little bit. He's running off the bike. Decided to get rid of the bike and the helmet. So he seems a little bit disoriented right now, but he sees the bystanders coming at him. Citizens getting involved, taking him down, 3 or 4 of them to try and apprehend him for the police. The police coming on the scene right now. The bystanders clearing away now. The officers have control of the situation. But thanks to some helpful bystanders, the police seem to have a code 4 here, and the suspect has been apprehended. A mountain of police officers on this guy. There's just no way he's getting up out of this one until he's cuffed and properly arrested.
September 21st, 1992. Another Good Samaritan assists the U.S. Border Patrol and the INS of San Diego in the apprehension of a suspected illegal alien.
The Border Patrol and the INS have been in pursuit of this suspected illegal alien for about 20-25 minutes right now. They're following him down the freeway. It looks like a Good Samaritan may be trying to force him off the road there and assist the Border Patrol in the apprehension of this suspect. Yet another Good Samaritan helps save the day here on the freeway as the Border Patrol leaves their car and goes to talk to the suspect inside. Looks like
June 16th, 1995, Burbank, California. The Los Angeles Police Department, in pursuit of a suspect charged with reckless endangerment, would be led through Los Angeles to Southgate and through parts of Orange County.
A little while ago, the back tires of this truck were actually shot out. The suspect now riding on the rims. And this is a pretty heavy truck. When you get that kind of weight on the rims against the pavement, you're bound to see some sparks, which you'll see every once in a while. Boy, in hot pursuit is the LAPD right there, who is right on his tail. You can see that what's left of the left back tire fluttering around in the breeze there. He is, I don't know how he's still motivating on tires like that are in such poor shape. Sparks every once in a while still. You'll see pieces of rubber fly every once in a while. But that officer is saying there's more sparks. That officer is staying right on his tail. There looks like he may have shot out the other tire, and he is on the rims on the right back tires as well. The truck's smoking a little bit. You can see some other considerable damage done to the truck from earlier in the chase, when you hit some low overhead passes. Coming right up on his left there is the LAPD vehicle. I believe that might be Burbank Police, actually, who's assisting the LAPD now, because this chase has gone in so many different areas of town. Sparks still flying from the rims. That's rim against pavement there, folks. That is solid metal against pavement. That's what's causing those sparks in the night. This guy's doing whatever he can to elude the police. As you can see, probably close to a dozen now police vehicles right behind this guy, waiting to see how this chase will turn out. And you can even see the reflection of some of the lights from the police officers' cars. Well, looks like he wants to go straight, but there's a train right up ahead. He's got to make a quick decision, go left or right. The police trying to help him make that decision by bumping into him, fishtailing him. He's lost control. There it is again. Bumping into the rear of the truck, fishtailing him right around, trying to see that the driver loses control of the truck in hopes that this will be the end of the situation. But it looks like he is still insisting on driving up this road here, running right parallel along to the train that's stopped dead here in a warehouse section of Los Angeles here. The police decided to ram him again, trying the fishtail scenario again. He's fishtailing out of control, and he goes right into a warehouse. He's at a dead stop now. He's collided right against the warehouse here, right by the train tracks. And the police are approaching the suspect with guns drawn. As you can see, the suspect in the driver's side there. They're pulling the suspect out, laying him down on the ground. We have several officers on the scene. The suspect has been apprehended. And we're lucky that more people were not hurt.
July 15th, 1994. The CHP and the LAPD pursue a grand theft auto suspect down the Golden State Freeway in a silver Mercedes-Benz.
Boy, I gotta tell you, what this guy lacks in intelligence, he certainly makes up for in taste. That's a beautiful car. It's a Mercedes-Benz convertible that he has stolen. A suspect in grand theft auto. He's off on the shoulder now, trying to make his way around the afternoon traffic, going about 85 miles an hour, but actually not going that much faster than the regular traffic anyway. Just slightly before the rush hour here this afternoon. Peeling down the freeway, weaving in from lane to lane. First he's in the number 1 lane, then the 3, then the 4. Now he's back into, looks like, the number 4 lane with the black and white now in hot pursuit right behind him, who is following him and trying to get a lot closer. We're about 20 minutes into the chase here. This has been going on for a little while. He's charged also with other hit and runs. He has hit several other automobiles during the course of this pursuit. And he, of course, once apprehended, will be charged with those as well. Back on the shoulder again. Seems to prefer the shoulder. There was another vehicle that he just collided into as well. I'm sure that he'll be charged with that one as well as he continues to rack up the charges here throughout this pursuit. Back in the number 1 lane. Looks like he wants to move on to that shoulder again. But it doesn't really look like he has to. Well, now he does. Oh, he's spinning out of control. There's another vehicle, and he's bobtailing around, spinning out of control, slamming into the barrier on the side of the freeway there, and it looks like the police may now have the situation under control. Switch to our other helicopter in the sky here to cover all angles. Looks like his hands are in the air. He's giving up. He's down on the ground. That's the way you're supposed to do it when you surrender. You don't resist. You get right down on the ground as the police tell you. And it looks like he's done this before. There's 2 suspects now coming out of the car. The second one and the first one both down on the ground. That's news to me that there were 2 suspects in that car. It looks like there's quite a bit of damage to the Mercedes. Let's take a look at that again from another angle as he hits the median. First of all, he hits the other car. Then he spins out of control in almost 2 full turns. Tires smoking all the way as he'll weave now back across the freeway and hit the cement barrier right off to the side. And boom, there it happens again. Spinning out of control and back against the cement wall. This is the scene on the 118 freeway this afternoon in Granada Hills. A police pursuit has ended in a horrible accident here with a tanker going over, being involved, and everything bursting into flames. You can see the thick black smoke rising high up into the sky. This is really going to set commuters back for quite a while this afternoon. There's another portion of the accident that kind of spilled over into this area here. A very large section of the freeway will be shut down for quite some time, so the cleanup can continue on this. As you can see, the traffic even on the other side of the freeway slow because of all the looky-looey. So this is quite a mess here. Hopefully you did not have to commute in this area today. If you do normally take this section of the 118 home, you're going to have to find alternate transportation. There's the sport utility vehicle that was injured and wrecked in the process of this police pursuit, and it's just a huge mess here today. And it's very unfortunate that this would happen so close to the Christmas season, and this is just really going to mess things up for a lot of people for quite some time. You can see the flames still burning quite brightly. The hazmat team has been called in to investigate exactly what risk this poses to citizens at large, and they will be assessing the situation. That is going to add time to this freeway being shut down for quite some time as well. So avoid this area at all costs today because it is absolutely going to be insane. Police are rerouting the traffic off at the Catella off-ramp at this point, right around here, and sending them around through. Now you can see part of the wreckage from the suspected stolen vehicle right there. The ambulances have been by already. Many helicopters on the scene. It's quite a mess. There's part of the tanker truck that exploded, burst into flames upon impact, and it is quite a mess. It's virtually, as you can see, beyond repair. Cleanup on this thing is going to take at least a couple of days. We're looking at the freeway being closed here for at least 2 or 3 more days while cleanup on this commences. That's taking into consideration that the hazmat team does not find any environmental concerns to look at. But the firemen are on the scene trying to take care of this, and that's the scene up here on the 118 freeway in Granada Hills. Once again, if you have to commute through this area, it's going to be about another hour and a half added to your commute tonight. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but that's sometimes how it is in Southern California.